So who are you cosplaying as?
I am Alastor from Hazbin Hotel.
And what inspired you to cosplay as this today?
So I watched Hazbin Hotel in 2021. I was a little late to the party, but I absolutely loved the pilot. I watched all of Hell of a Boss and been keeping up with the show. I love it so much, and as soon as I get home today, the finale released last night, so I'm going to just watch the finale on a big TV when I get home.
And there's a lot of us excited for that. What was the most difficult part of your costume?
These boots, they arrived last night, had no idea if they were going to arrive on time, and so the left boot, my foot went in perfectly, no problem at all. This right boot took like 10 minutes to get on. I don't know if this one came in like the wrong size or something, but it was an absolute pain to get on. And this wig has been a bit of a pain. The ears like to fall off sometimes.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
And final question, which celebrity guests are you most excited to see today?
I am meeting Keith David today.
There you go.
Because already I was meeting Carrie Ellis and Rose McGowan from Scream. And I was already thinking maybe about Keith. As soon as I saw Loser Baby from episode 4 of Hazbin, I booked a photo op with him.
Who are you cosplaying as today?
The Window from Wednesday.
And what inspired you to cosplay as this character?
I just started watching this show and I don't know, I just thought I could make that a really cool dress.
It looks fantastic. What was the most difficult part about the costume to put together?
The panels for the window.
How long did it take to put together, do you think?
Probably like at least 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, like not that, just like the entire thing. That was the longest part of it, though.
That's impressive. And final question, what celebrity guest are you most excited to see today?
Tom Hiddleston.
So, who are you cosplaying today?
I'm cosplaying Green Goblin from No Way Home.
Awesome. And what inspired you to be this character today?
I just love Green Goblin. It's my first time doing a villain, and I mean, what better villain than someone who has no purpose to be a villain other than to cause chaos? And he scared me when I was little, and he came back in the MCU, and I said, I got to do it. So
awesome. And what was the most difficult part about your costume?
I think it was getting all the smaller details. It was a collaboration from from a company, from a friend, from myself as well, and just going over all the smallest things from the length of the razors to the pumpkin bomb and pretty much just everything. I would say if I had to pick, probably the gauntlets.
Those look very intricate. And from start to finish, how long do you think it took to complete this look?
2.5 years.
Wow.
I started as soon as I saw the movie and I saw the finale and he was just like this. I said, I got to do it. And honestly, I'm happy with it. And I'd say it's 2 years worth of wait.
Awesome. And one final question. Which celebrity guest are you most excited to see today?
Oh, Marissa Tomei. I'm going to be, because it's Aunt May, so I'm going to have her hold the pumpkin bomb and just pose with her, and I think she's going to get a kick out of it.
So who are you cosplaying as today?
Maleficent. The Wings of Freedom from Attack on Titan.
What inspired you to be these characters?
I just like Maleficent. Attack on Titan's one of my favorite animes, so I wanted to represent it.
Nice, nice. And what was the most difficult thing about each of your costumes to put together?
Makeup. Mine's typically getting in the contacts, and the wings take up too much room, so I have to watch when I'm walking.
That makes sense. And how long would you say it took from start to finish these costumes?
To finish, mine was easy. It was probably, this was bought, everything I just bought and put it together, so it 20 minutes to get it together, so.
There you go.
I worked with a couple different artists to get a couple of the different pieces, so it was kind of a piece together project, and it probably took to finish completely about a year.
Wow, impressive. And one final question. Which celebrity guests are you most excited to see today?
We're going to see Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor.
So who are you cosplaying today?
I am old school Inspector Gadget, and check this out, I can fly.
Go Gadget Copter. That's so awesome.
Thank you.
What inspired you to be this character today?
I prefer old school stuff instead of the anime, because everybody does the anime, everybody does the current popular characters. I like to go and do things that people haven't done in years.
Yeah, and I love the nostalgia factor. And what was the most difficult part about your costume?
Getting someone to actually build a hat for me. So I got this done from House of Oddities, and it works great. I actually love this hat. It fits, it's adjustable, the motor's great, and everything falls off in case someone whacks me.
And it looks like it's a harder material.
Oh no, go ahead and touch it. Well, the hat is, but the blades itself.
Oh, the blades, yeah. So that if something did happen, the hat will
blades,
protect you.
Yeah, the hat protects me, and the blades fall off so no one gets hurt.
There you go. And from start to finish, how long will you think it took to create this look?
This took about a month.
Okay.
Took about a month. This was just finding one that actually fit this belly here online. So it's a nice costume. I like it. It just something you don't see every day.
And I love it. And one final question. Which celebrity guest are you most excited to see this year?
I want to see Alyssa Milano. I'm hoping that she sees Rose across the aisle and just starts screaming at each other.
So who are you cosplaying today?
I am Cruella de Vil.
And what inspired you to cosplay as Cruella today?
I absolutely find her fabulous, and I find a kinship with her personality.
Awesome. And you have a henchman here, and oh no, Dalmatian! You captured a Dalmatian!
Yes, I did. I love Dalmatians. They make the furriest little coats.
How long did it take to put these costumes together?
Oh, not too long. Probably about an hour.
Very nice, very nice.
And a dresser.
And one final question. Which celebrity guests are you most excited are here this year?
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom
Loki.
Middleton. Yeah, Loki.
Awesome.
Loki would be the best.
Quite the costume you got here. Who are you cosplaying today?
Thank you so much. I am Dr. Doofenshmirtz. There's a platypus controlling me.
Oh, that's awesome. And what inspired you to be this character?
Well, I love Phineas and Ferb. I love Dr. Doofenshmirtz. And if something's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. So I brought the turntables, I brought the platypus, and I'm here to party.
Awesome. How long would you say this entire look took you to put together?
To build or to put on?
Both.
All right, this was about 3.5 months of work putting it together, and it took me about 20 minutes to get it on this morning.
Oh, wow. What was the most difficult part about it?
I don't work with this kind of expanded board. Lots of super glue, lots of sticky fingers, and just the engineering of getting it to hold together, because these three pieces come apart to make it easier to travel and store. So really just the engineering of the piece and its mobility was the most difficult part.
Very smart to have it come apart in pieces. And final question, which celebrity guest are you most excited to see at Megacon this year?
Oh, thank you so much. I personally am most excited to see Mr. Evil Ted Smith, the foam smith himself.
So who are you cosplaying today?
I'm cosplaying as Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
And what made you decide to cosplay as Belle?
Because she's been my biggest inspiration since I was little, and I always liked her costume. So I have the live action kind from not from the original, but from the live action, and I always thought Belle as like my inspirational hero because she's always taught little girls that you could believe in happy endings and all that, you know?
Exactly. And how long did it take you to put this outfit together?
It took me about a while to pick this one out because it's always been my dream and my passion to play as Belle. So this one I came out as today, and I have the little book bag to go with it,
nice.
with all the princesses because they're all my favorite. My mom's biggest one is Aurora. My sister's biggest one is Cinderella. And then I'm in between Belle and Ariel. So it's been my biggest thing, though.
Awesome. And one final question. Which celebrity guest are you most excited to see at Megacon this year?
Grace from Stranger Things. She's, I kind of started watching the episode, like when I was like watching it a little bit, I was like, yeah, it was okay at first, but then I was like, oh my God, she's so cool, and all the rest of the Stranger guys. I wish Nancy was here because she was also my favorite as well. Unfortunately, she's not here. And Eddie, he canceled. So I'm looking forward to seeing most of my celebs. I got to meet Steven and his cousin Robbie, and there are angels now.
So who are you cosplaying as today?
I am Astarion from BG3.
And what inspired you to be this character?
I'm obsessed with the game. I'm obsessed with his character, and I mean, who doesn't want to be Astarion? So.
And as far as your costume goes, what was the most difficult part of the costume?
I would have to say the staff, because it was like a garden pole, so we had to like cut it up and foam all the pieces to make it look more wooden. So yeah, I would definitely say the staff.
Oh my gosh, is that a little Tinkerbell on the inside, or is that actually a reference to the game?
This is reference to the game, so I don't want to spoil anything, but yes, it is a little fairy that's captured.
Okay, I haven't played the game, so I didn't know.
Okay.
And final question, who are you most excited to see celebrity-wise here at Megacon this year?
I gotta say Neil, who voices Astarion, and then I'm gonna say Rainn Wilson, who's gonna be here, Dwight from The Office.
So who are you two cosplaying as today?
I'm cosplaying as the Doomguy from Doom.
I'm Ellis from Left 4 Dead 2.
And what inspired you to be these characters today?
Well, I've always loved playing Doom, and just bringing the character to life is really just an awesome experience for the fans.
Left 4 Dead 2 has been my favorite video game since it came out, 15 years ago. I'm still playing it to this day, so.
There you go. And what was the most difficult part about your costumes?
The setup. Always just it takes a lot of time just to put it on.
Trying to find a gnome on the internet. Noam Chomsky.
And final question, which celebrity guest are you most excited to see this weekend?
Tamara Morrison.
Yeah.
I like Butch Hartman, Really Odd Parents.
Who are you two cosplaying as today?
I'm Arwen from Lord of the Rings.
And I'm Gandalf the Grey.
What inspired you to be these characters?
I don't know. We wanted to come up with something that we could do together, and we're doing it basically for the whole week. We're doing different costumes, so we love Lord of the Rings. And this is what we came up with.
Awesome.
Yeah, huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah.
So
You said you're doing different costumes throughout the weekend. What other ones are you going to be doing?
Yesterday we did something different from each other. I did Catwoman, and she did Gender-bent Gojo.
Oh, cool.
yeah, I did Gojo yesterday.
Yeah, what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm doing Inosuke from Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
You're gonna be Nami from One Piece.
Yeah. And then Sunday we're doing Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what was the most difficult part about your costumes to put together?
How hot it is.
Yeah.
It's so hot under
The
all
layers.
this.
The layers are really, they weigh you down very easily, very early on in the day. So
Yeah, it's really
I would say
hot.
layering is the most difficult part of everything. Yeah.
And one final question, what celebrity guests are you most excited to see this weekend?
We're meeting Hayden Christensen
Yeah,
on Sunday.
We're meeting him
That'll
on
be great.
Sunday, dressed as Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry my eyes out.
It'll be fantastic. We're so excited.
So who are we cosplaying as today?
I'm wearing Luffy stuff from One Piece.
Master Roshi.
Sweet. And what inspires you to be these characters?
I think Luffy is just a super inspiring dude. He cares a lot about the people around him and has a really just optimistic view of the world. So I think that's really great.
Awesome.
I'm bald.
What part of your costumes was the most difficult? Doesn't look like anything super difficult, which is great, but what was the most difficult part?
Spending the money.
Yes.
Yeah, probably dealing with the beard. A lot of hair gets in my mouth, but
He's been spitting a couple times today, so he's having issues.
I'm getting through.
Awesome. And one final question, which celebrity guest are you most excited to see this year at Megacon?
I'm trying to decide if I want to go see Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor's here,
McGregor,
right?
yeah.
That would be the biggest thing.
Same. Anakin and Obi-Wan. That'd be amazing.
Who are you cosplaying today?
Solomon Grundy.
Spider-Gwen.
What inspired you to be these characters today?
I like big characters that have never been done the right way.
I just like being cute.
Your costume is very complicated. What was the most complicated part of your costume?
The mask, finding ways to make it breathe and still look realistic.
Anything difficult about your costume?
Squeezing into it.
Altogether, how long do you think it took to put these costumes together from start to finish?
About 65, 70 days.
10 minutes on Amazon.
And final question, which celebrity guest are you both the most excited about this year?
Michael J. Fox.
Same.
So who are you cosplaying today?
I am Dread King Rathalos from Monster Hunter Generations.
Absolutely fantastic. What inspired you to be this character?
I love playing the games, and I just picked one that looked really badass.
From start to finish, how long did it take you to create this outfit?
About 3 weeks.
Wow. Actually, I thought it'd be a lot longer.
Yeah, it's not my first one I've made.
Oh, there you go. Now, as far as complexity, what was the most complex part of your costume?
This thing was difficult.
You want to talk about it a little bit?
It took a lot of crafting and design to get it to fit nicely with LEDs and to hide all the batteries in there.
Oh, wow. How many batteries does it take?
6 AA's.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad.
And final question, which celebrity guest are you most excited to see this weekend?
I hate to say it, but Alice and Tabitha, even though she's not like famous. I like
If
Alice.
still.
Still.
So, who are you all cosplaying today?
A suffragette.
Spider-Man variant.
Director Krennic.
The 10th Doctor.
Awesome. What inspired you to be these characters today?
I wanted something with a long skirt and a big hat.
I like the jacket, and I only had the Spider-Man suit.
Tall guy costumes are limited, and I get a cape.
He's funny and has a lot of pockets.
That's awesome. Snacks, yes. I got snacks in my backpack. What was the most difficult part about each of your costumes to put together?
The hat. Trying to decorate the hat.
The alligator.
It's a very nice alligator. I like it.
Thank you.
Hiding the receipts.
Finding this. This actually took the most time.
I bet.
Because we kept searching it up on Amazon.
Final question for everybody. Which celebrity guests are each of you the most excited about seeing this year?
We're going to go meet Tom Hiddleston, Alan Tudyk, Paul Bettany. We're going to meet Paul Bettany too.
Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, Paul Bettany, Alan Tudyk. It's like a tie.
Cameron Monaghan.
Who are you cosplaying today?
I'm cosplaying as Roman Torchwick.
What inspired you to be this character?
This is one that I made a while back, and liked the show, really liked the character, and as funny as it sounds, I don't know if I still can, but at the time, I was able to do a fair impersonation of his voice. So I figured, well, I may as well go the whole 9 yards and make the character.
Very good. What was the most difficult part about making your costume?
Really, this was something that I did when I was just getting started. So I would say the most difficult part was the collar. This is a pre-existing jacket. I had to alter the collar, which I had no clue what I was doing, and then add the lining onto it. Other than that, the cane was pretty straightforward. Styling the wig was not such a bad deal, but that was the one that I stumbled on just a little bit.
And final question, which celebrity guests are you the most excited to see this year at Megacon?
Oh, there's some good choices. I am not one for putting top one, but you've got some of the Star Wars people that are that's always been near and dear to my heart, the Star Wars franchise, and I don't know if I could pick just one of them.
So who are you cosplaying today?
Audrey and Audrey 2.
Awesome. And what inspired you to be this characters today?
I just love Little Shop of Horrors. So.
And I'm assuming that Audrey 2 took quite a bit of work. How long did it take to actually finalize the look from start to finish?
It's hard to say how many hours, maybe 10 or 15.
Well, that's not bad. I thought it was going to be maybe a week's worth of time because it's very intricate.
No, it's not. It wasn't that hard actually.
A lot of people are probably wondering, is it remote controlled or is it a hand puppet or how does? Aha! Oh my gosh, you put it on like a bowling ball. That's so cool.
Yeah, totally like a bowling ball.
Final question. What celebrity guest are you most excited to see this year at Megacon?
I don't actually like celebrity guests.
Oh! There's this real celebrity today. So, who are you cosplaying today?
Beetlejuice, the ghost with the most.
Awesome. And what inspired you to cosplay as this character?
I just really like the way he looks. I like his personality and it matches my own, so it kind of was a good fit.
Awesome. What was the most complicated part about making your costume?
Honestly, the suit wasn't too bad. It's getting the makeup right. Mm-hmm. You do a horrible makeup job, and everyone's going to notice. So that's what I've been working on.
What is the celebrity that you're most excited to see this weekend?
Tom Hiddleston.
So, who are you all cosplaying today?
We're the Scavengers from Lethal Company.
Awesome. And what inspired you all to do this cosplay today?
Well, we all just wanted to do a group thing, and it's essentially our first time cosplaying. He's cosplayed before, and so, played the game and thought, hey, why don't we do it here?
Awesome. And what was the most difficult part for each of your costumes?
The masks. I bought everybody's masks. They all pitched in. But with the Lethal Company mask, there's supposed to be extra pieces. You can see an inseam. I tried every glue, and nothing worked. But still, it worked out at the end.
And I see that you all have different gear, flashlight. You want to explain the sign?
Well, you see, there's these little critters that just absolutely love to steal our stuff, and we're sick and tired of them. The company hates them. We all hate them, and we want to get rid of them.
And you said that it's your first time cosplaying?
Yeah, it's our first time.
All three of you?
All three of us.
How do you enjoy it?
It's fun. A lot of people have come up to us to take pictures and everything. I'd probably do it again if I have the time.
Yep. What about you? You having fun with this?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome.
I did not expect to get so many photos.
And that was exactly what I was going to ask. Can you all do the great asset dance?
Great asset. Great asset.
For the company. And I got one final question for you all. which celebrity guests are each of you the most excited about seeing this weekend?
Keith David.
Harbon. Keith David.
Peter Cullen.
Keith David.
What?
Keith David.
Keith David. Awesome. Who are you cosplaying today?
I am cosplaying a Dalek. Exterminate.
And what inspired you to be this character?
I saw the dress in the Goodwill, and it screamed Dalek from the World War II version. So that was the start of it. So then I just had to accessorize, look up on the internet to see how to do things. And these are Easter eggs, the bottom of Easter eggs. So I made the faux leather belt. Of course, my dollar store accessories.
Awesome.
And the sash is new this year. Exterminate.
Awesome. And what was the most difficult part of the costume to make?
The bumper. This is the third version of the bottom of the dress. So the bumper, the first try was pool noodles, cut and super glued, and then duct taped. But Florida sun doesn't like that. They started coming apart. Then last year I tried dowels, but then I couldn't glue them together because it was an angle, and I had to staple gun them, and it was all wonky. So this year I finished Wednesday.
Nice.
So this is PVC piping.
Oh, nice.
And you put it on a board, you put nails where you need to bend it, and you use a heat gun and then bend it, and then cover it with the pipe insulation.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
And one final question. Which celebrity guests are you most excited to see this year at Megacon?
Alex Kingston, of course.
So, who are you two cosplaying today?
We are Marie from Splatoon.
And you're both Marie, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome. What inspired you to be this character today?
I really enjoy Splatoon, and me and my friend wanted to do a cosplay together, and so I'm Marie and they're Callie.
The same for you? What inspired you?
I really relate to the character. Marie's an alto, and I'm also an alto voice part, so it's pretty cool.
Awesome. And what was the most difficult thing about your costumes to put together?
Mainly the dress. I've never really made a dress, set up a dress for any cosplay, so it was very interesting.
Same for you?
The hairpiece, getting it to connect to the wig, it was very hard. I had to use a lot of safety pins.
I bet. And final question. Which celebrity guest are you most excited to see this weekend at Megacon?
Oh, that's an easy one. Rainn Wilson. Definitely.
Brandon Rogers.
So, who are you cosplaying today?
I am Elphaba from Shiz.
And what made you decide to cosplay as Elphaba today?
Well, I love musical theater and I love any type of makeup challenge, so that was the way to go.
Speaking of makeup, how long did it take for you to do the whole makeup look?
It was actually pretty speedy. I got up about 2 hours before I had to leave and was able to get everything together.
Nice. And costume-wise, what was the most difficult thing or hardest item to acquire?
I actually made it all myself, so it's all handmade except for the boots.
How long did it take to make everything?
I started in January, so less than a month.
Wow. I was thinking you were going to say January last year. That's so impressive.
Quite the procrastinator, so waited after Christmas.
And one final question. What celebrity guests are you the most excited to see this year at Megacon?
Tom Hiddleston, of course.
So who are you cosplaying today?
I am Appa from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
And it is a very, very big costume. I think the biggest one I've seen today. What inspired you to do this character?
So after I did Cat Bus, which is a similar build and it has a lot of fur, actually in the middle of the Cat Bus build, I was like, this would be the same as Appa. Maybe I should switch to Appa halfway through. But I had already committed to Cat Bus. So I knew Appa was on my list of things to do. And then everybody else saw Cat Bus. Everyone saw Cat Bus. They were like, Appa, do Appa, do Appa. And I was like, don't take requests. And then I did it anyway because I wanted to, not because I was told to.
Right. How long would you say from beginning to end took you to convert Cat Bus to this character?
Oh, I didn't convert it. I have Cat Bus and now I have Appa.
Oh, okay. So then how long did it take you?
Similar design.
How long did it take from start to finish to begin the
3
process?
months.
3 months. Oh, that took that longer.
Here's the thing about setting timelines. Everything I've ever made has taken 3 months because I give myself 3 months to make it. The only difference is how that 3 months kind of go for me. Sometimes it's a very stressful, hectic, crazy 3 months, and sometimes it's a slightly less very busy 3 months.
What would you say is the most complicated part of this build?
Probably the head balance system. So as you can see, he's got a huge head, and the center of gravity is pulling this little TV stand I have going forward. So figuring out just how I can have this massive head not tilt the entire thing forward has been a logistical issue. Because I'm not an engineer. People think I am because they're like, oh, you've engineered this? No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. And so I end up with like logistical problems all over the place.
And it seems like you do these amazing characters every year. Do you? Is there a place that people can follow you?
Yes, it's Alice and Chase Cosplay across all platforms.
So who are you cosplaying today?
Doctor Strange. First movie Doctor Strange that came out a couple years ago. This is the movie accurate costume, best I could make.
Awesome, looks fantastic.
Thank you.
And what inspired you to be Doctor Strange today?
Well, I'm around the same age. I got my natural gray hair going on there, so it kind of worked out for me. And I like the idea of making these spell discs. They went through a few different iterations. A couple years ago, I had just, they were plexiglass with LEDs in them, and then I stepped up to the LED fans. So I made my own designs for the startup animation and the whole spell disc, and just kind of went from there.
What was the most difficult thing about making your costume?
Honestly, getting these things to work and making them safe. Because the LED fans, I had scars up and down my arms where I was testing them, and so I'm like, okay, I need to put them in full plexiglass, because otherwise, people bump into you, people run into you, gets caught in the cape. So getting those things working and then getting the animation just right, because each hand's different. So they're watching the movie go through and see that, this one would start and it would go counterclockwise. It went about 24 seconds to make a rotation. So I was trying to make it as accurate as possible as I could, just watching the movie over and over again.
That's awesome. And one final question.
Sure.
Which celebrity guests are you most excited to see this year at Megacon?
Honestly, Tom Hiddleston. I saw him in Chicago. I got pictures with him then, but my daughter wasn't able to come. She's here now. We're going to meet him tomorrow.
And that does it for Megacon 2024. I hope you enjoyed all the interviews. If you made it this far in the video, type 64 in the comments. It'll let me know. So I hope you enjoyed. If you were going to cosplay next year, I'm probably going to do the same thing again. I didn't do any interviews the other 2 days because it would have been impossible for me to do on my own and in stilts. So hopefully in the future I'll have a camera operator so I don't have to worry about that. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.